Hello everyone, and welcome back to another developer log for Postal Knights. It is now the week after the Game Developers Conference, and I had a pretty interesting time there. It was very interesting to see everything that was there. I got to meet a few people. On my way up there, I participated in the train jam, which is basically where we've got a couple days on a train to go to California, which is where the convention takes place. We've got that time to make a short game. In what limited time we have and what limited sleep we have. Trains are not very comfortable to sleep on in coach, in case you were wondering. I worked on a game called Explosion Golf, which I will post somewhere else and also link into the video. But I did have some spare time in between doing stuff during this trip. So I was able to get some work done on Postal Knights, and I actually got quite a bit done, mostly involving a giant inventory overhaul that I've been meaning to do for a long time, because the way I had inventory programmed in was somewhat confusing. Now it's a lot more straightforward. It's allowed me to do a whole bunch of other stuff I've wanted to do for a while. So first, basic thing I would like to point out is actually in the graphical category. I pick up this bow, set it to my inventory slot. So now, inventory will display stuff such as the attack of the bow and other stuff while it's in your inventory right now. So now, though, if you use a bow, there's actually an animation for when you use it. You get to see it being drawn back and then being fired. In addition to that, what I've been able to do is now you can pick up weapons, and you can equip them to your primary spot. I've mentioned before I wanted to have the ability to do this. So if we go over here to like this this patch of rocks here, try and swing at it, nothing will happen. But if I go into my inventory and change my weapon of choice to the pickaxe, now I can break away at this stone here. The pickaxe still has the axe texture for now, but functionally it still works. Other major thing that's been done for the item rework is that it allows me to change how the items in the overworld work and which ones you can pick up. So I'm gonna change quickly to the bombs here, because now there's a chance that if you destroy stone, it'll drop one of these rarer gems. I have a bunch in that I put in because it was literally just a palette swap change between them. I haven't even named them all yet, and I doubt they'll all have in-game importance, but I'll find something for them probably now that I can do it. The way I reworked the inventory system allows it to be much faster for me to produce more little small items that aren't actually that different from each other, like all these gems. I can pick all these up, and we can go back into my inventory. You can see all these different stones that I picked up. I guess we'll call it like iron, diamond, like sapphire, emeralds, bronze. Well, I'll name these eventually to what they should actually be, but as I've said before, you can of course put the stuff in your inventory slots and you can just place it down. It currently glitches out where it's slightly bigger than it needs to be at this point, but oh well. I'll get around to fixing that later. I've also been able to add some other overworld items that you can also still pick up, like these little flowers here. You pick them up, and they work very similarly. All these items are going to have some sort of use that I want to try and get out of them that's kind of specific, like the way items work in Breath of the Wild. And again, just like the rest of them, I can put them in my inventory and place them down. We're gonna do some planting. Wait, that's a rock. We're gonna do some gardening here. Make a nice little flower bed. It looks very nice here. And the other two last major adjustments I was able to make that aren't inventory related are actually to the enemies, the Skullblins once again. Last update, I was able to make them carry multiple melee weapons. But now, not only can they carry multiple melee weapons, they can also carry ranged weapons, and they can also shoot their ranged weapons. I'm going to change to the... Oh, I still got the pickaxe. Where we go? The bombs here. And the bow. Gonna let these guys out. So you may have noticed that Goblin there just picked up a sword, and now he can use it. Ow! And now he can hit me with it. Let's stop that from happening. There we go. And see, that one also just picked up a bow and started shooting at me as well. It can be quite effective. I don't want to get too close to this thing. Oh. There we go. And there we go. There they go. Okay, so also now all monsters have been programmed to drop the things that they're supposed to, or the items that they're supposed to drop. So the Skullblins drop these little bones. Little slime creatures will drop these little ooze piles or whatever, and the bats will drop these little bat wings that you can use. They will have a purpose of some kind. I just wanted them in here to be able to program them. Let's see if we can see this guy in action. See, right now, he doesn't have anything, so he's just walking around aimlessly, but once he picks up the bow, he will start shooting it. So I'm glad to give some more depth to these, to the Skullblins. Here. I'll give them some flowers, maybe they'll leave me alone. Oh. Peace. I only want peace. These guys don't want peace. They're like the Independence Day aliens. No peace. Anyways, weird references aside, that is pretty much all that has been added recently in the last week of Postal Knights during the week of GDC. As always, I will have more of these coming out. If you want to follow, do all the good YouTube stuff, the liking, the subscribing, and the apparently specifically hitting the notification bell, because subscribing isn't good enough anymore. Because why should it be? Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.